no, but I don't know what it was or how God made me, but he's like, once the bullets started flying, everything slowed down, and I was like a orchestra conductor, and I knew exactly what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and who to do it with. It was amazing, kind of hearing how he processed chaos. Welcome to the EQ Gangster podcast, where you will learn practical tools to grow your mental and emotional health and intelligence to be the best version of yourself, both at work and at home. It is real, raw, and transformational. The journey of emotional growth isn't easy, but it's worth it. I believe in you. This episode is sponsored by Arrowhead Leadership Consulting. What are your organization's biggest pain points right now? Low EQ leaders, weak managers, toxic culture, high turnover, low engagement, leader development, lagging behind company growth, no company career path. Let us know if your organization needs leadership coaching, workshops, training, or keynotes. Visit arrowhead-leadership.com for more details. Arrowhead-leadership.com. EQ gangsters, I am thankful for palm trees. I'm thankful for green grass. I'm thankful for deserts. I'm thankful for water. I am thankful for little babies' laughs when they giggle. That's the best ever. I love their little laughs. I love seeing the world through kids' eyes. And I'm thankful for technology. And I'm thankful for gardening. And I'm thankful for resilience. I'm thankful for strength and accountability and responsibility and ownership. I'm thankful for reading. This episode is about another interesting leadership observation. So there is a friend of mine who has a 0.00001% background. His background is that niche and unique, and the level at which he did that background is incredibly high level. It's the highest level that his role could perform at. So he participated in the, and I use the NFL a lot. Just because a lot of people are familiar with the NFL, he participated. He was in he literally got inducted to the NFL Hall of Fame. Now, again, it wasn't the NFL, but in his niche of his industry, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame, and it's a very small group of people that do his unique set of skills in the world, and he did it at the highest level. What's interesting is, and I'm still chewing on this buddy of mine and this dynamic that he's got. He and I've got another buddy that's very similar. He loves chaos. Loves it. Like, I would almost argue needs it. Loves chaos, needs chaos, and is like a goldfish in water in chaos. He is like an eagle soaring in the air in chaos. It's like chaos makes sense to him. Chaos equals clarity to him. And he's great at it. I mean, like, he is great at it. Actually, I've got two other friends too. One was a Navy SEAL. and then did some other government work, and then the other one was a Ranger Regiment guy. And so, but all of them, these guys that I'm talking about, one I'm talking specifically about, I mean, they're all friends of mine, but this one specifically, but all of them, it's like, in fact, the Ranger Regiment guy, he said, no, well, I don't know what it was or how God made me, but he's like, once the bullets started flying, everything slowed down, and I was like a orchestra conductor, and I knew exactly what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and who to do it with. It was amazing, kind of hearing how he processed chaos. And so what's interesting about this buddy that I'm talking about, the Hall of Fame guy, the challenge that this guy has, and I've talked to him about it, is he is he's learning, so he's teachable, which is awesome. He has had a tough time setting boundaries and understanding his own limits within the chaos. Because the chaos, even though he's great in chaos, like I would almost argue made for chaos, it still carries consequences. So even though for him, chaos brings clarity, it still carries consequences. And my buddy has got to learn to create boundaries and to understand, well, maybe it's the other way around. He needs to understand his limits so he can create better boundaries so that he can continue to perform in chaos, because there's a lot of people that chaos shuts down. And he's not one of them. It's like when the ball drops and it's WW Trace and there's smoke and fog and loud noises and it's dark and it's scary and all that stuff. You want this guy, because he's like, it's like for him, it is. I mean, I'm telling you, it's amazing. It's amazing. He goes into like, the zone. He goes into the zone, the flow state. That's the word I'm looking for. He goes into a flow state where it's like watching Picasso paint. It's like watching Michael Jordan play basketball. It's like, watching Tom Brady play football, being down by 4 touchdowns, like Brady or not like Brady. And I know he's retired, but like, and I'm not even a big, football guy necessarily, but like, it's like you couldn't count Brady out, even though he was down by 2, 3, 4 touchdowns, because he was like, had ice in his veins. It didn't matter. It's almost like, dude, I'll let you get up to score 4 or 5 touchdowns because this is where I live, dude. This is my house, right? Kind of like and so it's just, I love watching people that have that level of skills in VUCCA environments. And I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about that before. Volatile, uncertain, complex, chaotic, ambiguous environments. This guy, dude, eats VUCCA environments for breakfast. And like, he eats it for all 3 meals. He loves VUCCA environments. And he has to better understand his limits so he can create better boundaries so that he can continue to thrive in VUCCA environments. And so again, this is for all of you too, right? For me too, because I would argue that the business environment that we're all living in now they're VUCCA environments. Now, thankfully, most of us are not environments where we're getting shot at or trying to get blown up. Business environments now are multi-layered, multi-generational, multi-dimensional, right? It's not linear. It's not, we typically, businesses today don't have 1 + 1 = 2 challenges. It's it's a very different and, different, complex, multi-layered challenges that we're having to, and very different, complex, multi-layered, and time sensitive, and with a sense of urgency, challenges, right? So what kind of leaders do you need to attract that can thrive in VUCCA environments? Anyway. So, I've done, of course, I did that episode with Bob O'Brien, Colonel retired Bob O'Brien, episode 479, if I'm not mistaken, 479. He ran, I don't know if he still does, but at the point I interviewed him, he ran the Army's brigade and battalion and brigade command assessment program. And so they were actually vetting for leaders that can thrive in VUCCA environments. So, okay, this is another good one. Not just thrive in VUCCA environments, but thrive in VUCCA environments and lead well. There's a difference. There are some leaders that can thrive in VUCCA environments and that leave a wake of dead bodies behind them, right? Their team members, because they may thrive in that environment, but their team doesn't, or they don't know how to develop their team in order to thrive in those environments. And so they perform well, but their team doesn't perform well in VUCCA environments. Then there's a whole nother group of leaders that they perform well and they prepare and develop their team well enough to also thrive in VUCCA environments, that's a whole nother ball game, in my opinion. That's a whole nother level of leadership, which in my opinion takes emotional intelligence. So anyway, just really interesting, and so kind of, I guess, landing the plane here, what environments do you operate best in? And here's another one. Excuse me. How do you need to develop? How do I need to develop in order to be better in VUCCA environments? Because I think that's where we're headed. I don't see the world getting more simple as technology changes and stuff, and AI continues to evolve. I think it's going, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. As the world gets more complex, how can we all become better leaders in VUCCA environments, like my buddy is? And I know for sure, learning how to reflect, learning strengths, learning weaknesses, learning limitations, learning boundaries, maybe studying VUCCA environments, studying leaders that thrive in VUCCA environments are all ways that we can all improve, and then creating action plans to do that, to improve. Learning quickly, optimizing learning, speeding up learning, becoming emotionally agile, becoming leadership agile, resilient, right? Those are all things that I feel like, I know, at least for me, I can grow in to be better in VUCCA environments. And then also the other one is, that's why I love jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu is a VUCCA environment. You're playing multi-dimensional chess real time with somebody who is actively trying to hurt you. And it's not, I like to go slow, but a lot of people that I roll with, most people that I roll with, do not like to go slow. So I'm trying to slow down the battlefield. They're trying to speed the battlefield up, and it depends on whose game is better, so to speak. I don't want to play their game. I want them to play my game. So, which is, again, another reason why I love jiu-jitsu, because it's a way for me to practice operating in a VUCCA environment while staying emotionally calm and steady the whole time. So anyway, hopefully you got something out of that. If you did, please share with a homie, a friend, family member, colleague. If you feel like this resonated with you and it might resonate with somebody else, please pass it along. I'd love to hear from you. Questions, comments, concerns. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You matter. You are worth taking ownership and responsibility of your emotional health and your emotional fitness, because emotionally healthy leaders create emotionally healthy cultures and emotionally healthy families, which leads to maximize results, outcomes, performance, engagement, and impact.